Blood of the Dead is one of my favorite maps on BO4, and despite never having beaten the Easter egg on solo, I just really enjoy it. I play it a lot, and I'm going to keep playing it until I beat the Easter egg for sure. It's just a really engaging map. It's got a kind of that horror theme. One of the reasons that people loved Mob of the Dead a lot. It's just got a great atmosphere, and it's challenging. It's a challenging map, but it's satisfying to play this map and complete the Easter egg steps. It's not tedious or annoying, but it's not simple and easy either. It's somewhere in the middle, but it makes for a really good challenge. So for that reason, I really enjoy this map. There's a lot of things that make it challenging. One of the things is the equipment that you have to use. You have to use the Hell's Retriever for this Easter egg, but you have to use it at different parts, and somewhere in between, it's helpful to get monkey bombs. So you kind of have to time it so that you get your Hell's Retriever, do what you need to do, and then you get your monkey bombs, do what you need to do with that to have have Brutus break the wall or whatever, and then you have to go back to your Hell's Retriever. So it's all about timing, and there's some situations like this one where you have monkey bombs and you realize you grabbed the monkey bombs too early because you still need the Hell's Retriever to grab the rest of the skulls. So you kind of have to just finish what you're doing with the monkey bomb and then come back to grab the Hell's Retriever, which is not a big deal, but you need the Hell's Retriever for certain things like the skulls and grabbing the spoon here at the docks, stuff like that. And you have situations like this too where you get yourself trapped or cornered because the map is actually pretty narrow in a lot of spots, and you make the wrong decision like that, and you turn around and get trapped very easily. That's one of the pitfalls of this map. And another one here is the fact that you have to get the souls from zombies using this key. And as you can see, even on round 5, it takes a bit of time to suck the souls out of zombies. I mean, it's one of the things that could be considered inconvenient on this map. And you need a lot of shield blasts for this Easter egg. It takes 3 zombies for 1 shield blast, so you have to spend a lot of time grabbing those souls. And here's a prime example of what happens when you haven't played this map for a little while. It is such a complicated Easter egg with so many nuances that you kind of forget the order in which to do things. Like right there, I threw the tomahawk too early. I forgot that you have to wait for it to come all the way over. And even then, I throw it again, but I still don't get the spoon. And I'm confused. And the reason why is because I didn't do the prerequisite step, which is you have to get the numbers from the warden's office, enter them on the number pad. So I'm sitting here confused, and I have to pull up my phone and Google it because there's just all these tiny little details of, you don't press the right button or you miss this one little step and nothing works and you're just sitting there confused. So you have to remember a lot of different tiny little steps for this Easter egg, that's for sure. So that costs you a shield blast, and then you have to get more souls, and then try again, which I did, still not realizing what the problem was. I thought the problem was maybe I threw the Hell's Retriever not at the right spot or something like that. So, and then I hit the wrong button there. I accidentally used my elixir. Um, so just a lot of different things can happen if you're rusty. And in regards to the zombie shields, if you don't have it upgraded, it breaks really fast. So you have to go and pay to get another one, or pay to refresh your shield. And that gets very expensive. It keeps increasing every time you need a new shield. And if it breaks, you lose all the spirit blasts that you have saved up in your shield. So those are a couple little things that make it a little bit trickier, a little bit more annoying. Maybe I don't find this Easter egg annoying, but I could see why these steps would be considered annoying. And there, I finally did it. I entered the numbers, and now I can actually get the spoon. So that took longer than it should have, but I finally got it. And here's another prime example of the map being narrow and you having to take time to get these zombie souls. So you're trying to run around and collect them one by one. You're walking backwards. You're in these narrow spots. And it just adds to the difficulty of the map for sure. And sometimes when I'm playing this map and I'm a bit rusty, I find myself just wandering around the map and then I have to end up pausing and looking it up, trying to remember what step I'm doing. And here is the place where you do the Monkey Bomb Easter egg. And if I'm not mistaken, you have to have a level 2 sword to be able to do this. A level 2 special weapon. And so that's another thing you have to keep in mind. You gotta level up your special weapon. And you have to get enough zombie souls. And in this case, I did not have enough zombies to get this done with a single activation of my special weapon. So then you got to go kill more zombies to get your special weapon back, and you've got to kill. You've got to then activate it again in that spot and kill more zombies in that spot. So now I've finally got all the souls I need for this part. So I've done the Monkey Bomb Easter egg. So now I've got to go to the spawn, grab the Monkey Bomb, and that's fine. That's all good. So now that I've got the Monkey Bomb, I want to go spawn in a Brutus so that I can get him to break the wall in the warden's house. So I go to enter my code and I enter the code and I realize it's not the right code. This is the code for spawning a zombie blood, which you do need later in the Easter egg, but it's like, okay, I entered the wrong code. Now I have to wait a whole round before I can enter the code for a Brutus, or just wait for one to spawn naturally. And so those are a couple examples of how you have to do things in the right order. You have to memorize different codes. You have to, there's so many different things you have to do, and you have to do them in the right sequence. So that when I died there, that's kind of an example of, I think we all get to that point sometimes where you kind of give up. You're like, oh, this zombies game is not going very well. I just, you kind of want it to be over. You're kind of like, oh no, I died, but subconsciously you're like, yeah, I did that on purpose. Let's just restart, fresh start. And that wasn't even the whole Easter egg. That was just the first half of the Easter egg. All the different challenges you can run into, all the things that make it tricky and make it difficult. But at the same time, those are the things that make it an awesome Easter egg. It separates the casual players from the players who really have put in the work and get the Easter egg done, which I plan to do. So I'll be making more videos on Blood of the Dead at some point, because it's such a great map. And I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you leave a like, leave some comments. I want to know your thoughts, and I'll see you next time.